Hello, I'm Sandy Walden from Serenity, your Master Grief Coach and Master Grief Coach Trainer. At the time of this recording, it's Good Friday. For many across the planet of various religions, this is the most holy week of the year. But I want to talk not just about this holiday season, but all significant days. These significant days, whether it be a holiday, an anniversary, a birthday, a time that perhaps you used to get together with your loved one and have a barbecue or go camping. Maybe it was a tradition for you to go to a play or take a trip or share a cup of coffee every Friday morning. When significant days are coming up and we're grieving, there's often a lot of worry, fear, anxiety. How will I get through? What will people say? What will they think? Can I do it? I want to encourage making a plan. If you are hosting an event or going to an event, or even having the intention of moving through the day on your own, make a plan. So here's a for instance. I think about the first anniversary, the first year. Many people call it an angelversary, and I love that. The first year of my son's death. I had some friends who asked if I wanted to spend the day with them, and I have to tell you how much I appreciated that. Because what it did was it prompted me to think about how I wanted to spend the day. My husband was working. My surviving sons were not near. And I was okay with spending part of the day by myself. It's really what I wanted to do, to spend some time in reflection. And then I had made the plan to spend part of the day with somebody who's very important to me. We met for lunch. Well, lunch turned into a very, very long event. So we left the restaurant in time as our dinner crowd was coming in. I'm amazed how often that happens. But because there was a plan, the day became a bit more gentle. It was not as hard as I expected it to be. In fact, it was much easier. Many people tell me that the days or hours leading up to a significant event or time, tradition, can be filled with anxiety. And that time or that event or that date is often almost anticlimactic. If we can tell ourselves that I know how I'm going to get through this, it makes it easier. And this plan that I'm talking about doesn't have to only be for the day of. What if we start talking to ourselves a few weeks or even months ahead of time? You know what? I know how I can get through this. Making a plan. Maybe it is I'm going to have my coffee in the morning because that's important to me. I don't know what you do. And afterwards, I have some loose plans to talk to so and so or to take a walk. Maybe that's when I'll go to the gym. It's important when we have something planned out, it takes the pressure off of what will I do. I also strongly encourage having a plan for being somewhere. There can be an awful lot of worry about what will I do if I'm with other people and I feel emotional, which is completely reasonable and normal. Please don't blame yourself, don't shame yourself. It's your beautiful heart being expressed. There are a few things that we can remind ourselves. If we don't have children under the age of 3, we're probably not going to be interrupted if we visit the bathroom. Go in there, lock the door, give yourself time for a few minutes. Take some nice, slow, deep breaths. And I mean, breathe in through your nose, hold that breath, and let it out. And you may want to talk to yourself in your mind. Remind yourself, I am breathing in peace, calm, and tranquility. As you let that breath out through your mouth, I'm breathing out the stress, the worry, the fear that no longer serves my best and highest good. Take these deep breaths for a few minutes, at least 3 to 5 breaths more if possible. And notice that your body begins relaxing. Let your mind follow. This is one of the ways to relieve some of that stress. If some tears want to flow, let them flow. I encourage you to keep only the very best tissues on hand, in your pocket, in your purse if you're a lady. I always have them in my pockets. Have it around. Please be kind to you. If at all possible, make plans with an ally, a friend, a relative, a significant other, that you can have a signal. Maybe you, I don't know, this is the world of cell phones. I don't usually keep mine on me, but many do. So maybe you can send a text and say, I need to get out for a few minutes. Maybe you can give them a signal, raise up in the air. Maybe it's a tap on the arm. Make a plan how you can connect with them and ask them to help you get out when things get hard. Think about what you might need. Perhaps it's enough to hold hands for a few minutes, to have them put their arm around you, or even stay by your side. Just being by your side can make a huge difference. More than one plan. What do I need in this moment? Make it so that you can escape for a while if you need to. Maybe you just need to walk outside, take a walk around the block. Perhaps you need to go somewhere for a while. Having a plan relieves quite a lot of pressure. Here's a for instance. Somebody I know and care about had to go to a special event, and the anxiety was through the roof for her. She was worried about seeing certain people. There was a lot of judgment. There was a lot of tension. And she called me up. She knew she had to go to this event by herself. So we talked about it. And she lives very near, and so I offered to go with her. It made all the difference. She didn't need me to help her escape. She just needed to know she wasn't alone. As I stood by her side, it gave her that assurance that she had what she needed. We talked about what she might need. We had an arrangement that if she needed out of there early, what she would do or say, and I'm perfectly fine with saying, excuse us, it's time to go. And then afterwards we went and had a sandwich and sort of debriefed, if you will. And you could see her calm. It's an honor for me to do this for someone I care about. But I also know how important and how helpful it's been when someone has done it for me. This is not always about going somewhere. This might be people are coming to our home. Would I like to have a tradition? As I said, today is Good Friday. Many people are gathering for Easter. Even in this time of COVID, there are ways that people are honoring and celebrating. Pardon me. Perhaps old traditions feel wonderful. This is also an opportunity to decide if you'd like to have a new tradition. Part of the stress and the anxiety of these significant days is knowing our loved one is not there. We miss them. And we might feel like we're the only one who misses them. It's not usually the case, but it could be a feeling we have. So what would we like to do? Would we like to set a plate for our loved one? Would we like to put some pictures on a table and maybe several people that we're missing? Would we like to offer a prayer and say their name? Would we like to serve a dish in their honor? Making a plan. It makes a huge difference. Now I know I've gone on, and I apologize. So below this video, I'm going to put a sheet that I created a long time ago, tips for difficult or significant days. I encourage you to read through it and see what feels right for you. Feel free to share it with others, because the truth is, grief can make these days really difficult, but many things can make significant days difficult. Not always grief, tough relationships, complicated issues. And you deserve peace. I want you to know you absolutely deserve peace. We can get through these really hard days. And it's easier when we know what options we have, and easier yet when we're able to have conversations with others. I encourage you to hear what works for you, because the more we talk about these little things that work for us, the more we help others. And that makes a huge difference. Today, I wish you a day of gentle peace and healing. And if this is a holy season for you, I wish you blessings. Namaste.